watching live around the world are ready. Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, guys, good luck.
Sergio, it was Golovkin who was the more frustrated fighter. And we're underway, scheduled for 12 middleweight championship of the world.
This fight, you can't lose control of the fight with a younger Canelo.
Comes off sharp, short right hand, hook, very conventional, but everything he does. I think either man was really hurt in that first fight. It's not as if they didn't feel it. Golovkin, of course, is the man and staying out of harm's way.
The power is important, knowing how strong your opponent is, but comfortable being inside in punching quarters.
Trying to follow up.
This fight where Golovkin was the pressure fight of the entire fight. Right here we see Canelo. Golovkin's backing up. It's just Canelo's inching his way in. It's like he's the one being the aggressor.
Just fantastic to watch.
No.
And you know you're watching.
But Canelo did some good work moving forward. But I thought Golovkin's jab was different.
Canelo is the man saying, no, I'm moving toward you.
And that had to be something that, right here, Canelo's not giving no inch. He hasn't moved back. Good hook there.
That's a grab to the body. That is a hard jab as well being thrown by Alvarez. Shots. Those are menacing punches that he is throwing straight ahead on base of Triple G.
Most boxers need to step back to land those counters, but
as of yet in this fight.
Well, the faster hands are on Canelo's part, and right now I think
men off of you. You can see Canelo came in with that plan in mind. A good hard body bar.
He's not running.
It's a good hook being landed there by Golovkin. All these shots will count.
Round to Canelo Alvarez, even up through two. Both these rounds, though, extremely close, but a shot.
Man, and a good body shot by Triple G.
The hands, the foot movement, the upper body movement, there's a lot of speed on Canelo's part. And when it comes to older, you're dealing with a fighter in his mid-30s, it's crucial for them to start off fast. They need to put these
skill in terms of desire. It really takes an awful lot of rhythm.
Often just looking for that one big shot right now.
Canelo also with the head movement on the... Canelo Alvarez looking much better in the early rounds of this fight. In the first fight,
some were out of their boat.
That had it 10-2. Canelo stealing good body shots there, and Canelo Alvarez able to land right away. Crisp 3 rounds here in this rematch.
The jabs, and that's really good advice. Pick him upstairs and downstairs because he doesn't want Golovkin to touch.
One loss, of course, to Floyd Mayweather.
In the bank, I mean, it's going to be very difficult for a fighter in his mid-30s to come back from this.
I mean, he has to know the frustration. That's a good hook from Golovkin. You know he knows he's in the bank.
And you wonder what Abel Sanchez is thinking, how Abel Sanchez wanted Canelo Alvarez to fight.
That Golovkin and his team wanted Canelo to fight the first fight, and they're getting it today.
Pose his energy and his will in the early going. Golovkin answered back nicely, Joe, for either one to get on any type of extended run.
No, it's
Final seconds of round number 4. Seemingly a better round to swing right there. Sergio, your thoughts on what Golovkin did there as he lands a body shot right away? Did he?
Fight started, so there's a shift here. Canelo's being the aggressor, pushing, forcing Golovkin. Shot there by Canelo. Another thing that Abel Sanchez told Golovkin is they need more jab.
Golovkin likes to fight in the phone booth, likes to be close. Hard to do, and think you can just jab and box conventionally.
When you're in front of this kind of determined fighter.
Gennady Golovkin has come up from the shadows and been kind of the chosen one from the start. He jumped up to challenge Floyd Mayweather. That's his own versus Mexico.
Punishing jab being landed by Canelo. The head movements there.
That's the amazing thing. Sergio, if you could slow this down and see the amount of times
to miss away and counter, it's just beautiful. Shots like that.
Such a high level of concentration.
Sanchez is telling Golovkin that he needs to fight more. He needs to start looking for the knockout, but Canelo looks...
For Canelo is the biggest difference in the ring right now. Canelo Alvarez is standing with
Golovkin. Will he be able to summon that energy to win this in front of in his prime, motivated world champion?
Punch, come back with a left hook, but back comes Golovkin. Early, and that's where I think the difference right so far right here with Golovkin.
for every 5-second stanza of every minute of every round.
Exactly. Which very few, if any, fighters have been able to do.
And just standing his ground. To your point, Sergio. See, I thought that was a Triple G round. Sergio, what about you?
Well, here's the thing. Both corners thought they won that.
Pace. No dancing around. There's not much foot movement. Standing right in front.
Alvarez back up once in this fight so far. So even if it is a close fight, like the first.
Very strong. He's not a tall middleweight. So he's well built. Actually, the power for both men plays at 160. They're both that good. Very little set in the rhythm, and then the ability to summon energy for his different. And I think the only difference that you can discern, really, it almost comes down.
Rounds like this, the body language of the two is different if I look at the face. Canelo looks at.
As we get into round number 8 here, middleweight championship of the world. Able set in any way. Chris, your thoughts on that?
I disagree, actually.
Round, but he said, he whispered in the ear, okay, we're losing.
I still agree with that. I got it 68, 60, or 66.
And that's why a lot of times a draw, okay, how wide of a gap? Good right hand there by Golovkin. I mean, it's not wide at all. That's the case in the first fight. And the marked up face of Gennady Golovkin. That all trickle of blood on Canelo Alvarez right near his left eye. That fact is, if you can land one flush and impress the judges, that can really send things your way.
And he was buckled in that fight. There are a lot of people watching that wondered if Canelo was
I think Meldrick Taylor, and realizing just everything is short and hard. Golovkin, as I've mentioned several times in this fight, but it's not like he's busted up. It's just that Golovkin is unmarked. He's the one doing the damage. Withering body attack by
the shots now, trying to catch Canelo on top of the head or in the temple.
That's a good point, Sergio. He's not in control of this fight, but perhaps on top on the scorecard.
Alvarez come forward in ways that we did not see Canelo Alvarez come forward in the last fight.
Golovkin has had his moments, but that jab is absent in this fight. That's
by their faces. The rematch is brutal. Hi, I thought Golovkin won the first fight. That doesn't mean you win on the scorecards. You had it kind of close, actually.
And
I come across that all the time.
And to what Sergio said before,
his hooks and his uppercuts. Now a right hand. Spinning around, throwing the uppercut again tonight. But he's coming out firing here at the start of round 10. Good hard right hand by Golovkin.
Here's the first round where I see Canelo a little bit fatigued.
Nice job recovering after taking that big shot.
And that's the first time we try to see Canelo trying to hold on, caught Golovkin's attention.
How difficult is it, Sergio, to vary the older man by 8 years, but he is the one on the way back. So proud, so hard working.
There's that power jab from the first fight.
In the ring. It certainly is here with these two. Round 10, and they are.
Punish them. They said, you're not going to be able to knock this man out. You already tried. He took your best. You got to beat him with speed.
Illustrate that. Here now in round 11, 2 rounds left. Certainly hard shots by Golovkin. You could hear them land.
No.
Both with a jab, both with the upper.
To the end of the fight now. Now it's not about power and speed because you're too tired. The endurance is gone.
Missing a shot and then just instinctively unloaded with the body shot. It has not gone as expected, but it is very close. And both men.
The ring, just intense body work, everything, just punch for punch, combination.
Canelo that time with the combination. And the punishment that's been doled out in this bout. Golovkin up on his toes, resets, re-engages. And now they trade. That hook landed
the entire fight. He's had some punishing moments, but enough, we're going to find out.
And it's over. Canelo can smile now. You can score it that way. You've been concentrated.
And new WBC, WBA,